show you a new product by Veet, which is a waxing system. This is the waxing unit. You plug it into the power and you let it heat up for around 40 to 45 minutes, and then the wax is nice and pliable. In the pack you get waxing strips like this, and you also get some wipes which help to remove any residual wax that's left on your legs. I normally epilate, and I use a Braun epilator which looks just like this, and what I've decided to do is I'm going to do one leg with the Veet system and the other leg with the epilator, and going to see what my legs are like in about 10 days time, see which gives me the best result. Now, one of the things that I always do before I epilate or wax is I use a brush similar to this. So this is a manicure body brush, and I use this to actually lift up any hairs that are sitting close to my skin and try and get those up. Now, as it's winter, I've sort of left my legs and they're a little bit hairy. So anyway, hopefully it's going to be a good test. So we've got the Veet system here, and we put on a layer of wax like that, as you can see, pretty pink colour, and put strip on, pull it down like that, and here goes. I don't know whether you can see that, that's got a decent amount of hair off there, and that didn't hurt at all actually. So let's put that on that strip there and pull tight. That is doing a really good job. Super impressed with that actually. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that leg for a minute. I will do my whole leg, but on this leg I've got my Braun epilator. I'll just show you that this takes quite a lot more time than the Veet. And it's quite a lot more noisy. Anyway, so left leg is going to be done with the Braun, right leg with the Veet. I've just done my first leg with the Veet. I've used 3 of the strips here for my leg. I found it really not painful at all. The only bit that was a little bit painful was the actual back of my legs, but I do find that with the epilator anyway. That's a bit more sensitive to me. I have found that there's very little redness on my leg, which is really impressive, because when I actually go and have them done by the beautician, I end up with very, very red legs. So it's actually not looking too bad. I'm pretty happy with the result. So the one thing that I did find though is that the wax seemed to cool down reasonably quickly. So in between I plugged it in just to give it that little bit more of a boost, so it wasn't so thick when it actually went onto the leg. But that could also be because it is quite a cold day today, so I don't think that that will be a problem for most of the time. It came out really beautifully and flowed very well. That's what it looks like after, just on the top there. So we'll see what happens in about 10 days. I'm going to compare my left leg, which I epilated, and also my right leg, which I waxed, and see how it turns out. We'll catch you then. Bye.